Whoa. Seems I found a low place in this world. How could I ever get back?
You're listening to Biddy Records.
I know I done messed up 1,000 times, but this time trumps that. Ooh, how could you ever forgive me, please? I need you in my life. I should've never did that. Please, 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 please let me back in, 'cause it's haunting me. Oh, no, said it's haunting me. And it's haunting. Oh, yeah, 'cause it's haunting me. Oh, whole world at your fingertips. You can't still, you let it slip. Up, 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 up. Just where that up is, I can't remember. Remember, you the one that said you wanted to dip. And nowadays I got you sick. I hoped you stepped on the crack, across the black cat, up under a ladder. Since the day you split the pole, I hope you ran in every single obstacle. Nowadays, nothing but the blessings I've grown from the pain. I hear you calling again, saying how you wish things have changed, 'cause it's haunting. Hey, yeah. Ooh, it's haunting.
All right, fam. How y'all doing? PVG? Nurse note. You got your snacks? Are y'all ready? Every day. Come on. Drop it, V. Cool off music.
One Thursday night, I was sitting at home, scrolling, looking crazy, bored on my phone. I hit my girl up and said, "What's up?" She said, "Girl, I'm sitting here watching nursing stuff." What nursing stuff? I asked, all confused. When I watch that kind of stuff, girl, you give me the blues.
Hold breath. Hold breath.
It's a new show that I've never seen. You gotta see the vibe that these girls have on screen. Who is they? What, where, and who? Nurse Knows, a new show streaming on YouTube. Every Thursday night from 7 to 8. Get your snacks and your wine, girl, and don't be late. Nurse Knows is the brand new vibe. Every Thursday night, same place, same time. Nurse Knows is the brand new vibe. Every Thursday night, same place, same time.
PVG. Already. Dominate no. Oh, I can't say that.
Welcome, Noties. You are now tuned in with PVG. Tonight's show is going to be super exciting. We're going to be talking about trending versus treating. I'm your girl, Gabby, and
Hey y'all, I'm Pam.
I'm Veronica. And we are here to get you
Notarized. All right.
Oh, we usually do our introductions right now, but we feel like if you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know us.
You see how they just left me out?
Okay, she was supposed to do the ooh,
I'm
but
not
she
doing
act like she
anything.
forgot her choir instructions.
All right, y'all. If you don't have your snacks, if you don't have your wine, if you're not ready, you got a few minutes to get ready because we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial.
You are now tuned in with PVG of Nurse Notes.
Hi, I'm Pam.
I'm Veronica.
And I'm Gabby. And we are here to get you notarized.
Catch our all-new podcast
Every Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m.
on YouTube, Official Nurse Notes, and Villacoola Radio.
You can also watch us on our website at www.officialnursenotes.com.
Please go like, follow, and share on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
See you there, Noties!
All right, welcome back, Notees. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's show. As Gabby told you, tonight's show is trending versus treating. So we'll go ahead and jump into our first topic of the evening, which is in sickness and in health, beware of the Google doctor.
Yes.
Whoa, man. Probably stepped on a few toes.
Just
fingers.
a little bit. There's going to be some hurt feelings after that last sentence.
Man, so what does that sound and feel mean to you when you hear that, Pam?
That would probably mean how many people we see admit in the hospital or in the clinic that say, well, I saw this on Google.
Yeah.
So I figured it was A, B, C, and D, and they were completely wrong.
Right.
Bless their heart.
Or they got a stomach ache and went straight to Google, and now they have stomach cancer.
Yes. Yeah. And now they're afraid.
Yeah.
To go to the doctor.
And not to mention, on the personal side, our family members reach out to us when they have symptoms, but it's after they've already Google diagnosed themselves, and they want us to prove it wrong.
And it's like, okay, well... Oh my God! Speaking of Google, go ahead.
Oh, it just can only take you so far. Like you have to understand, like there's lots of reasons to have abdominal pain. But you know, we are like, you know, like you said, Inspector Gadget. We have to detect what's wrong. So you need to talk to a provider. You can Google anything that you feel like is going on, but are you thinking about the other things like what's happening before the onset of pain or whatever it is, the symptom that happens? Or, you know. It could just be your stomach is in knots because of stress.
Or it could be that you haven't had, you know, a bowel movement in 5 days.
A lot of people don't keep up.
Gas, nausea. But here I have a statistic according to Pew Internet and American Life Project. It says 8 in 10 internet users are hitting the web to get their health-related questions answered. And they so much so that they actually came up with a term, cyberchondria, which means anxiety born from online health-related searches.
Yeah.
So we do this so much, they actually have us listed in a dictionary now.
Right.
Cyberchondria.
Yeah. That is special. I mean, and I've seen it, especially working in the clinic. You know, people come in and they, you know, you're going to ask them all the questions to get them checked in, but then you really want to talk to them. So you're here today because you have stomach pain. Tell me what's going on. Oh, well, my stomach's been hurting for the last 2 days, and when I went on Google and put in my other symptoms, it said that I might have an ulcer, you know, and it's hard to get that. Once you have it in your mind that's the possibility that you might have that particular illness, when you go to the doctor, you're not there now to be treated. Now you want the doctor to prove wrong what you found on Google. And so, of course, you're going to get anxiety.
Right. True.
Because now you diagnose yourself with something that's probably the furthest thing from the truth. I won't call out these sites like that, but some of them, y'all.
Don't do it.
Man.
Bring them out.
Stay off of WebMD looking for a diagnosis. I'm sorry. I mean, and Wikipedia. I mean, it's just not safe practice, in all honesty, especially if you're having something like chest pain.
Yes, shortness of breath.
That's a 911 call. That is not a, let me put this in the Google search and see what comes up. It probably is going to tell you heart attack or stroke or something. That's going to really scare you.
And you could be having GERD.
Yes,
acid reflux.
which is acid reflux. Or, you know, just an upset stomach. You just don't ever know. So you always want to err on the side of caution. If you're not feeling well, and most of the time your body will tell you when you're not, you need to see a doctor. If you've tried things at home, you know, maybe your stomach is upset, you took Pepto, you've been taking it for 5 days, it's time to stop taking it.
It tells you on the back of the bottle how long to try it. Not only that, just because I called Veronica or Pam and said, oh, this is what's going on with me, and they say, oh, I took this, and then you start taking it, it might cause you another problem because it can make my blood pressure high. For instance, I personally can't take any of the over-the-counter cold medications because they do. Yes. I don't have hypertension, but when I take them, I do. Yeah. So it's like you do need to speak to a provider, and if the provider that you're talking to is not listening to you, it's okay to find another one.
Please find another one. Please. Advocate for yourself because ultimately you are in control of your health. A lot of times we want to relinquish that control and that responsibility to the provider we're going to. Well, you're supposed to figure it out. No. You're supposed to advocate. You're supposed to say, I have A, B, C, and D going on.
Right.
Help me.
Yeah.
A lot of times we do self-diagnose because, I don't feel like going to the doctor. Well, we really, are afraid of what we're going to be told.
And we all have a story where it didn't work out for somebody.
Right. But our job in that position as the nurse in the clinic hospital, we are your historian. You're supposed to tell us when it started. What did you take? Did it help? Did it make it worse?
Right.
Do you remember eating something? And let's say that's when it started. We are your historian. We're there for you. So, but make sure you advocate for yourself.
Well, we respect that you respect the doctor, but you have to stop them and advocate for yourself, because a lot of times we will relay to the doctor what you said.
Yes.
But if we're busy, sometimes we don't even see when the doctor come in and out the room, just to be honest.
Never.
So you have to also let that doctor know exactly what is going on with you, and don't just solely rely on the nurse. You're going to have to tell your story a couple of times.
Yes.
Because if you played the telephone game, you know how the story dwindles down. What was the keywords to me may not be the keywords to the next person. So just making sure that you're telling your story.
Right. Because I will say, I'll just say in acute care, you have more than one specialist, you have more than one provider on your case. Most of the time you have several people in your healthcare team, so it's important to repeat that story as accurately as possible over and over until you get the result that you need.
Right. Or the treatment. I mean, I've seen it so many times in the clinic. I room the patient, and the patient will tell me 12 things that's going on, and then when I go to check them out after the doctor has already seen them, then they tell me, the doctor didn't do anything about my stomach pain. What did you tell the doctor?
Right.
Well, I told the doctor I needed my medication refill.
Honey,
you gotta talk, you gotta speak up. Don't be afraid. Doctors are human beings.
Yes.
And they can make mistakes, and they can misdiagnose. I mean, you just got to be able to speak up for yourself and don't feel afraid, especially if you're having a symptom that is continuing after treatment.
Yeah.
You don't really want to play around with things like fever, headaches that last a long time, stomach aches that last a long time. It's telling you that something is wrong.
Any symptom that persists, meaning it keeps reoccurring, you can't get rid of it, and it's causing you to have sleepless nights, you have to sometimes seek multiple doctors. Like me and my sister, for instance, we went to the doctor. She's a nurse. I'm a nurse. He talked to us in such a way that I'm like, the visit basically is over to me, because he wasn't listening. Oh, you're too young to have heart issues is what she was told. Well, no, she's a nurse. She's a cardiac nurse. Her heart was beating 240 beats a minute. That's critical.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's not doing anything when it happens, sleeping sometime in her bed. Sometimes you just have to fire who you're talking to and go find you somebody else that listens. She ended up having to have an emergency surgery on New Year's Eve in her 30s because of somebody not listening to her. And she had these symptoms for years.
Right. Yeah, and you can be well. I mean, some people are going to the doctor, and we don't want to take that from anybody. Some people go faithfully, and they're on their medications. They take them faithfully, but they're still guilty of the Google doctor because they stay on there, and they end up being hypochondriacs, and they're always they're always at the doctor. And what happens is they keep adding medicines until you have what's called polypharmacy. And I had a member that I went to see one time when I was in the field. She was taking 32 medications, and she was 46 years old.
Wow.
And so by the time I got her some resources in there, she was down to 4 medications. She didn't need all those medicines, but she kept going to the doctor because she would literally get online, see something, have the symptom, go to the doctor and say, I've done this, this, and this is not going away. So of course the doctor's running labs, tests, they can't find anything. They're just giving her what she's asking for because they don't want to deal with her. And sometimes that happens, but that's dangerous for your health. You know, you don't ever want to get in a situation where you're taking all these medications and they can interact with each other. She couldn't figure out why she could barely walk. She was always tired. She was walking around with a cane. 46 years old, couldn't bathe herself. But when she got off those medications, she didn't even need a caregiver anymore. Those medicines were making her so tired and run down that she couldn't even take care of her family. So it is a big deal, you know.
To be honest
Yeah.
with your providers.
Yeah.
I mean, if you smoke a little bit of marijuana, if you're drinking every day, those are key things that we need to know. I mean, we've had so many people come into the hospital lying about how much they drink.
Yeah.
And you can have a very severe side effect from alcohol withdrawal called delirium tremors, where you can have seizures. And it's going to scare some people. We're going to bring a lot of people to the party, call the rapid response, and we're going to be like, what is really going on?
And tell us Jesus in the corner, baby.
Baby, because you
or the dog,
from
there's
narcotics.
a dog in the corner and it's a chair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very important to be honest with us. We're not your judge. We're not going to call the police and say, hey, they smoke a little marijuana, they drink a little, you know, they
like
snort a little coke. We need to know those things. Like there was a girl, it's a Lifetime movie. She had a breast augmentation surgery. She did coke. The anesthesia killed her because her heart got out of control and they couldn't control it. Like it's very important not to rely on Google and to be honest with us.
Especially when you're taking medications now. You know you have high blood pressure and you want to drink alcohol. You're taking your medicine and you talked it over with your doctor. Hey, you know, we can't judge you. At the same time,
tell them how much you drink.
You need to let don't say, oh, I drink socially. Oh, I only drink once or twice a month with my friends. If you drink
one drink a day,
Stella a bottle, every night, because I could do it myself. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying. Stella's a nice wine.
It's
if you are doing it, you need to tell your providers, your nurse, your medical assistant, whoever is triaging you if you go into the clinic or the doctor or the hospital for whatever, y'all be honest and stay off of Google looking to find what's going on.
It is
you.
not
Our
your
body
solution.
is supposed to get us back to our baseline. It's called homeostasis. It's trying to get us right. It tries to level us off. Now we get addicted to things. Our body needs those things. It's called chemical dependency. So if I'm drinking this Stella every night, when I go into the hospital and I ain't had it in 2 nights, it's usually night 3, that 72-hour mark. I'm trying to tell y'all, these people turn into gremlins and we scared. Like we like, what is going on?
The demon is in
now our detective spidey sense is like, okay, now let's look at they said they only have 1 to 2. Oh, that's 1 to 2 bottles.
Yeah,
that wasn't
1 to 2
glasses.
bottles.
I mean, I don't want to tell y'all the truth about me. You better tell us the truth. I mean, and like you said, when people get on multiple drugs, sometimes the doctor is just like, I don't know what else to do, but they sympathetic to you. So they want to treat the symptom that you're claiming that you have because you know your body. So stop.
If you taking Percocet off the street, let me tell you something.
You don't even know
you
that
better
Perc
take
doing.
that. I'm gonna tell you something that you can use Google for.
Yes.
You put the numbers off that Percocet into Google, and Google will tell you exactly what that pill is. You might not be taking.
You might not be taking.
You might not be taking Percocet. You might not be taking handlebars. Which is Xanax. So
you could be taking heart pills. That's gonna be that same rush. That's a thing.
And they look the same. So it can be used for the good. But not to diagnose yourself, you know. So,
speaking of that, you taking in Percocet when you have a traumatic wreck.
There's no pain.
Nothing that we're gonna throw at you. Put in that IV. It's not gonna work because now you have a tolerance. And there's only so much legally we can prescribe. So while you out here having fun and popping, you might want to be stopping.
Right. So you don't build a tolerance.
Amen.
Man,
that was a mouthful.
If
you have learned something from that topic alone, please leave us a comment.
Yeah. I mean, everything can be used for the good or to the bad.
Yeah,
and any questions,
let us know. We're here to answer them. Like we tell y'all all the time, we don't know everything, but if we don't know the answer, we will get you the answer.
Yes.
But what we are talking about, we do know because we've seen it more than one time. Okay.
Yes.
So
we don't pretend to be physicians, not even on TV, but we just telling you, find you a good one. Because he gonna have a bad nurse like us.
All right, no tease. That has been our first topic. In sickness and in health, beware of the Google doctor. Okay.
Knowledge is power, people.
Yes.
Misuse of it.
Yeah. It can lead you down the wrong roads. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into our first segment of the evening.
Oh, and we have a new sponsor tonight. Yeah, we're adding a new sponsor. We still got our same team. Shout out. Hey. We got Visionary CPR, Miss Erica Hall. I took the class yesterday to renew my ACLS. That's why I'm so traumatized. No, she was a great instructor, very professional. If you need your BLS, your ACLS, your PALS, that's basic life support, advanced cardiac life support, pediatric advanced life support, or just your heart saver, like basically knowing how to save one of your family members if they go down. Like, it's important,
and
y'all.
It's very important.
If 911 don't get there, there's things that need to start immediately. Chest compressions, no breaths. You don't have to kiss them. Just push on them.
Just push on them.
But
squish
you
them.
need to push in the right place. So it's always good to have that.
And especially if you have children.
Especially.
Yeah.
Her classes are offered to fit your schedule. You can reach her at 469-657-4200. Definitely check her out. Very professional. I highly recommend it.
All right. Visionary.
All right.
Welcome back, Noties. It's time for Nurse No's Hit of the Week. I need a hit. Yeah.
Every time, it's always me. I don't know.
We switched it up this week for y'all. So we're going to do our health information tip first this week.
Yes.
And the tip is before dieting, do this. Because that's going to take us into our next topic, you guys.
Yes.
So, when trending versus treating, I think it might help y'all to understand where we were going with that. There's a lot of things out there that are fads. That's what's popular. It's what's popping. What else do the kids say? It's what's hot. It's what's, I don't know.
On
social
fleek,
media manager, what y'all say?
Somebody told me my eyebrows was on
Come on,
fleek.
social media manager. What do they say?
I'm done.
Fleek is old.
I'm
Vanessa,
done.
what they saying?
I'm done.
What are they saying now?
What's the hot topic? Like
what do you call it when it's popping?
Okay, so it ain't crumping no more. Wasn't that something crumping
Gabby,
and
that
jumping?
is so
Gabby.
Okay, I aged myself.
We need a break.
We don't have
a break.
Gabby went way too fast. She knew
Baby
what
said
it was,
crumping.
though.
What's that? 08? I don't even know.
Probably like 99.
Oh my God. Crumping
We
was
ain't
like,
taking no Laffy Tappies.
oh boy.
So
Laffy Taffy.
Back to fast dieting.
Things
Get
are
my
going
face
on
right
in
now. Get my
healthcare
face.
in the world, you guys, that
In the
are
world,
trending because it's on social media, because the stars are doing it. You're seeing
South
it.
Beach diet, boy.
South
How many?
Beach.
I mean,
South
that's
Beach.
been around longer than me.
South Beach Atkins.
What's
Which is
hot right
keto.
now is keto. It's called keto now.
Uh-huh.
And I see a lot. Oh, I'm keto in this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. We're not against any type of
We're not against
dieting.
We're not against dieters, but we are against those fads.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. And one thing about a diet, as long as you're calling it that, it's always going to be short-term results.
Yes.
So if you're one of those people, you're looking for something short-term, then cool. You just need to lose 10 pounds for vacation.
Right.
Fine.
Photos,
Hit your diet up so you can get that good selfie in. We understand. But if you are overweight, maybe you have obesity, maybe you have chronic conditions like heart failure, maybe you have high blood pressure, and you really want to lose weight, you need to do a lifestyle change.
But let's tell them the dangers of like keto, for instance. Especially working in acute care, we've seen plenty of people on keto, off keto, but it's the same
Kidney
thing.
failure.
Kidney failure.
Because they're doing dirty
DKA,
keto.
right?
Yeah.
Dirty keto, which is very
All the
popular.
fats, all the
because it's
protein.
easy for you to get onto this diet. But the problem is you have all these ketones, which is the breakdown of the protein. It builds up, and especially with diabetic ketoacidosis.
If you're not drinking enough water to flush those ketones, they're going to build up in your body. They're going to cause your breathing to change. They're going to cause your kidneys to
fail. You will
start
end
failing.
up on dialysis.
And start looking at your skin. Oh yeah, you might get that keto glow, but then it might turn to jaundice or something else.
Your
might get a
liver
little
is
bit-
damaged.
You got to be paying attention, because the idea of the diet is to keep your body in a state of ketosis all the
look it
time. And
Fat burning.
that's not how the body is set up to do that all the time. The body has to rest, y'all.
Yes.
It's a reason that you go to bed at night, so that all your organs can clean, flush, reset.
Yes.
So you don't, when they say you want to be burning fat in your sleep,
Not
y'all,
really.
I don't agree
I don't
with that.
agree.
I don't agree.
Or it should be
So-
short term, and a lot of people are making this a lifestyle change. That is not
Correct.
a lifestyle you want to sustain. You want to go ahead, Lose your weight
But let's talk
safely.
about they're not getting a baseline from a doctor.
Right.
So you don't even know how your kidneys dysfunction. You don't even know if you have high blood pressure.
Right.
You
And
don't
that's
even
the
know if you're
tip.
diabetic.
Right.
That's the tip.
Start
Before you start
a
any
baseline.
diet or lifestyle change, please go see a doctor and tell them what you're trying to do.
Don't
just
hide it from them.
say I want to do keto. What
can
do
I-
my lipids look like? Which are
Yes.
your fats? What does my blood work look like? Am I healthy enough to try this diet? You might find out some things that you didn't know about yourself.
Yes.
And the doctor's like, well, no, your cholesterol is already high. I don't want you eating fatty foods like that to
Yes.
lose weight. You're going to have to go the low calorie, low carb way.
Right.
So it's always best check with your doctor.
Let's tell them why. Because there's another diet that people are doing. Diet, fad, trendy, salt flush. Y'all know what that
Ooh.
is? Salt
That's like
flush.
drinking Ipecac, like the stuff that make you throw up.
That
I
makes you
could not
throw
do
up.
it.
Yeah.
So basically, you take all this salt, mix it with water, drink it, and they tell you, oh, you're gonna feel in 15 minutes to an hour a sudden rush.
Usually
Well, that's your
about 30
blood
minutes,
pressure
y'all.
Yeah, because your blood pressure is shooting through the roof.
with all that salt.
Because now you have all this salt. Okay.
Overload.
And if you already have high blood pressure undiagnosed
Yes.
and you go do a salt flush, you are very likely to take yourself out of here.
Heart attack and
No
stroke.
joke. I'm not kidding. That is so dangerous. And even just, we told y'all before, water follows salt.
Yes.
So, I mean, that, ooh,
The water
God.
you're drinking is gonna flood your system.
Yes.
The reason
You
you're
gonna
having
poop. Trust me,
diarrhea.
in 15 to 30 minutes, you're
Yes.
gonna poop, but you're also releasing other electrolytes that your body needs
Exactly,
for
but
your
just-
heart to pump. People forget about that magnesium and potassium.
Yes.
Very important to your heart.
Lost in the
Know what
bowel
you're doing when
movement.
you're doing it.
And people don't realize you can die from your sodium being
Yes.
too low.
Yes.
Because at some point,
What's it called?
things that go up must come down.
Yeah.
What goes up
So it's going up. What goes up
must come
I
down.
cannot with them.
Things
We
you
done
do
had our espresso
come
today,
back
y'all.
around.
Hey,
I know,
I know.
cause I found
See what
what
I'm saying?
goes up.
I'm just a producer. I just sit
must
here,
come
honey.
down.
I
must
just sit
come
and listen.
So, man, quit playing with the salt, people. Salt is just not your friend. Sugar, not so much either.
Yeah,
I know we
yeah.
love them.
Right. All right, y'all. That's been our hit of the week.
Yes.
What we about to do?
Oh, we're gonna cut to commercial and pay these bills, right?
Pay these bills.
Money, money, money. Welcome, Notees. You are now tuned in with PVG of Nurse Notes.
Hi, I'm Pam.
I'm Veronica.
And I'm Gabby. And we are here to get you notarized. Tune in to our brand new podcast, Official Nurse Notes, on Thursdays from 7 to 8.
Where we share our personal journeys as nurses in healthcare.
To help bring access and support to the communities around us.
Make sure you tune in because this show is going to be lit. See you there, Notees.
I just can't. I love
And
it
we
here.
are back, Notees.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. We hope y'all are good. We hope y'all are sticking with us.
And like, follow, sharing, and subscribe.
Subscribing to?
Subscribe.
Share.
Also, if you tried
Subscribe.
any of the fad diets, please tell us what kind of response you had.
Yeah, let us know your experience. Like, we're not against if keto works and you got
Now, I
time.
know a lot of people.
tell
I've done
us.
keto too.
Yeah, tell
I know
us.
a
Let
lot of
us
people.
know.
I didn't do it for no year.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and, like we said, the segment is bringing us to our next topic, which is trending fads in healthcare. And one of the number one trending fads is diets right now.
Yes.
We talked to y'all about
It's summertime. Gotta
right
get summertime
keto,
fine.
Atkins. We talked to you about the salt flush.
Please don't do that.
Okay.
I said it. Please don't.
The grapefruit diet. That's
Ooh,
a little bit of old
throwback.
school.
Oh, that's old school.
Throwback, baby. My mom.
No
Look,
My
Man.
great grandma.
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
good about
grapefruit
that.
is
The grapefruit diet has been around for a long time. I think I was 10th grade. The first. Wait a minute. Am I telling my age?
I
Hold
didn't
on.
say
Wait a
nothing.
second.
It's older
What I
than
was
that.
trying to say.
When they had
I was
it.
trying to say a little while ago, probably like 5 years ago when I was in
5
10th
years ago.
grade.
She was in 10th
Oh,
grade.
okay. So what had happened was
Don't check them bios.
I feel judged.
Don't check them.
I feel judged. What had happened was the grapefruit diet was out, and they had this whole. I'm talking about. I tell you in the morning. Get your grapefruit.
Now, I didn't do this one, so I'm just.
The eggs and 1 slice of bacon. Then you gotta flush it with a cup of water and go walk. Now I did it, and I lost 35 pounds, and I mean over the summer. You can do quick. I lost the weight. I was 16. I was young. So whatever happened to my body probably just ate that up. When you're young, your body just recover faster. It just bounce back. Boom, we good. You know, look what she did, but we good. We back. You know.
That's why I do pediatrics. They go good, they go bad.
Praying to God, I didn't do anything to
I know
myself.
that. Now I know about them PDs now. Now that's. Yes, they do.
Oh my goodness.
It almost sounds, well, first of all, kind of like starvation.
Yeah.
But low key, it might be what? Keto.
Yeah. It's
a piece of bacon and
an egg.
And then what's for lunch?
It's the grapefruit again.
What's
with your lunch?
Grapefruit?
And then you usually a lean piece of meat.
Yeah. So what they would tell you is the grapefruit would take your body into fat burning mode. Ketosis. Once again. So that's keto been around for a minute disguised as something else. But it really, pretty much, you really didn't eat anything.
Yeah, you didn't. And you were moving.
Yeah.
We have to stop being sedentary. Like, you got to get moving. You got to get up off the couch. You got to get your kids outside. I mean, go outside with them.
Yeah, because a lot of times, y'all, you really don't have to just diet. You can still enjoy your favorite foods, everything in moderation, and watch your serving size. If you go to McDonald's, a lot of people like McDonald's fries. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Small.
Lord have mercy. Man.
Small.
Okay. Don't get the large fry. If you're gonna get it, get the small.
And tell them no salt, so they gonna
no
cook
salt
fresh.
On it. That way you know you're gonna get that's the secret,
salt
right?
For you,
you
anyway.
tell them no salt. You don't need it. You know they're gonna be hot.
Yes.
They gonna be
don't
salty
even eat
from
the whole
thing. Salt that they throw in the basket.
Still gonna be there, so you don't need the extra anyway.
Yeah.
And they gonna
just don't eat the whole thing. Get your taste. Because when you have cravings, one thing, especially women, y'all, when you have a craving, you do need to satisfy it. Because if you don't, by the time you get it, you're gonna eat more than what you originally wanted. Right. The taste is there. Go grab the fry. Take 2 fries. Give the rest to your kid who finna run for the rest of the day. It ain't gonna even affect him or her.
Just share it.
You know, it's finna go over here.
I'm gonna eat my fries.
To the
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Booty, hip, booty leg area. It's gonna sit there on you. You know,
that grapefruit can interact with medications.
Exactly.
About that later.
Especially statins and ACE inhibitors.
And that's blood pressure medicines and cholesterol medicines.
Exactly.
So again, you need to be talking to your physician about things you want to try.
Yeah.
Try to get up out the couch and be outside. Everybody outside. I mean, the traffic was so ridiculous.
We outside. You can still eat what you want in moderation, but eat healthier.
That outside of the grocery store.
Most of the time.
Fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats.
I will say the interaction with those medications can lead to something called rhabdo. You don't want it. Basically, you're in ketosis for so long, your body starts eating your muscles, you build up the ketones.
Painful.
What? I'm not gonna say specifics.
You
can fall, break your hip. You can basically end up in the hospital at 26.
Have a whole slew of conditions that you wouldn't normally have.
And they're gonna be chronic now. What was acute will now turn chronic because now you have damage. 1 or 2 of your vital organs.
Yes.
A broken hip on anybody, y'all, especially if you're older. But even still, a broken hip is a long recovery period, and so many people get infections after. So
and it's gonna be a lifelong.
Can you imagine your body eating your muscle? Like, can you just
or your what do you say? Your nutrients. You're so deficient on them that when you fail, you broke your bone.
Yeah,
because these diets don't replace nutrients.
They don't.
So all you're doing is drinking water. You're getting some vitamin C. What'd you say? Protein from the egg and the bacon and cholesterol now, but you're not getting any vitamins.
No other vitamins or minerals.
And what's flushing out the oil and crap from the bacon? Nothing. Because you're on this grapefruit thinking that. And then of course most
the
people,
apple cider vinegar.
Right.
Oh
man,
we going there?
Listen,
because it's summertime. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's summertime.
Y'all, apple cider vinegar. It has.
Let's talk about it.
It does have its properties.
It does.
That can be safe if it's done correctly.
Yes.
The main thing about apple cider vinegar that you need to know is that it is an acid.
Yes.
So you shouldn't be drinking that straight. I'm sorry, I know people tell you, oh, just take you a cupful or 2 tablespoons
before each meal.
But that's still an acid, and it can, over time, burn your esophagus, burn holes in your stomach,
Let's talk
in
about
your
if you
intestine.
have acid reflux and it come back.
Yes.
Ooh.
So now you've got acid in your stomach. The acid from the vinegar, you can actually destroy the esophagus to where they have to go in and do surgery.
Yes, and that is not fun.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do apple cider vinegar for whatever the health benefit that you're trying to use it for, it needs to be diluted.
That part, and it can interact with some medications, such as
yes, it's the same type of medications. Your heart medications, your high cholesterol. Just saying, all these things, and you can things like digoxin.
Yes,
y'all take
that control your heart
insulin.
Rate.
Yes, if you're diabetic, you wouldn't even think a diabetic could be affected by it because people think, oh, well, it lowers your blood sugar. But if you're taking insulin and apple cider vinegar, you're lowering it more than it should be.
And let's talk about not taking your blood sugar and just stabbing yourself because you finna either play the card. Okay, but that's a whole nother show. We ain't gonna talk about that. Stop doing it. Take your blood sugar.
But if y'all want to hear it, let us know in the comments because it's coming anyway.
That's a whole nother show.
Are you too sweet?
You could be taking diuretics too, and it can be affected by apple cider vinegar. So
diuretics is them water pills.
Water pills to get the water off your lungs, get the water off your legs, all that.
HCTZ, the one y'all, hydrochlorothiazide. Most people can't pronounce it. Lasix, so they can't pronounce it. Usually they can't pronounce it. They're like, they start spelling it. Like, what is this long word? Is that Lasix?
Every time.
Or it may be called furosemide if you have the generic. If you're taking that, you might want to be talking to your doctor about the apple cider vinegar. And that's another thing, guys. If you're taking any natural or herbal medication, you need to tell your doctor too.
Because some people be trying to be holistic and pharmaceutical.
You can't.
You have to tell us everything or else we can't help you.
Because things will interact, and you don't want to find out how they interact
when we're at
because the diuretics or the water pills, they drop your blood pressure.
I was about to say
because you're dehydrated. I mean, a lot of people don't drink water; they drink tea, they drink soda, but it's diet soda.
No,
it doesn't matter.
But I use
and a lot of times that still dehydrates you, by the way.
Right. And
or
then
them sports drinks with lots of salt.
It's depleting all of your electrolytes. So too low of a potassium can cause heart problems. So if you already got heart problems, you're taking a diuretic because you got fluid buildup or overload. Now you're adding something. It's a dangerous situation to get in to just be doing the apple cider vinegar without talking to your doctor.
Well, let's talk about another one because I've seen this too. Gallon of water. A day,
man.
And that's all you do, like fasting, I guess.
Yeah. You're supposed to do a gallon a day. Y'all,
I need to meet these people because I cannot just drink water.
They all over our platform.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about it is people are telling you that it's going to flush out all the toxins and it's going to help you lose weight because it's going to get rid of all the bad stuff in your gut and all of that.
Let's break it down. Let's do anatomy class.
Okay.
Y'all going to learn today. Come on now.
You're going to learn today.
So, which part?
Let's start with the mouth.
Okay.
So we're drinking the water and it's going down our
throat, esophagus.
And it goes into
the stomach, which is going to fill up.
Okay, and then it goes into
the intestine.
Okay. And then it goes into
it's going to come out into the
toilet.
And then it's also going to come out out of the bladder.
The urine.
Okay.
The kidneys.
So we're talking about flushing, okay? So as you see, we just created the path, the water's going out and all. We're not flushing our stomach with water.
No.
Because the water is absorbed into
your tissues. Because you need the water anyway. But this is the thing. everybody doesn't require a gallon of water.
Yes.
That's not for everybody.
Because
so
you have congestive
know
heart failure, you finna kill yourself, or renal failure.
you can get
Either
water
one.
poisoning.
Yes.
Or they call it water intoxication.
Uh-huh.
And they, it's rare, but it's not impossible. I think they said it's about 200,000 cases in the U.S. every year. So to me, that's still a lot. Water poisoning?
Yes.
Like, really, you can drink too much water because you're not going to the doctor. You don't know that if your legs swell a lot during the day and your ankles and feet, y'all probably want to be seeing a doctor about that.
Yes, tell your doctor.
It could mean that you do have a problem with fluid.
And it could be your heart. It could also be your kidneys. It's usually one of the two.
It could be your lymphatic system. You know, you could have some blockage. So you don't just want to go out there getting on this fat gallon of water a day trying to lose 10 pounds and then lose your life.
Exactly.
It's
You're
not
playing
worth it.
dangerously.
I mean, you can drop your sodium level with that, which is the salt in your body, and you get confused and fall. And
nausea, vomiting.
Yes.
Yeah,
seizures. You talked about that before. You can have seizures out of
Too
nowhere.
much salt can give you seizures.
Yes. Either way.
I mean, dehydrating yourself can cause your sodium to be retained and can cause you to have long-term kidney issues.
Like this is not temporary. A lot of these I guess you could say
situations we have taking care of these patients, or they in our family.
It's gonna leave you disabled, lifelong.
Yeah. So
or long term.
Yeah, y'all. It may be a fad. It
But
may
is
be
it for
popular.
you?
It may be popping, but that doesn't mean that it's okay or right for you. Okay? So y'all, I hope that you learned something. If you have questions, leave the questions in the comments.
If you have any tips, leave them. You want to share any of your experiences with these guys, we would love to know.
Any of our healthcare providers, dietitians.
Yes.
I mean, we had so many more to talk about, but we knew we was going to run out of time. The military diet, you're starving. Coffee detox tea, okay. We don't even have time, but like I said,
everybody, I'm not going to say that name. Go ahead.
Everybody
on tea.
Those big
Everybody
gallons
on tea.
of tea.
But let us give you the
things
tea
that people are mixing for you and charging you $45.
It's Kool-Aid. I'm just letting you know it's Kool-Aid. I only know because I tried it.
Put that hand out there.
It was cute to think it was gonna work, but baby just died.
I mean, but those teas can deplete your electrolytes as well and
Yes.
cause your heart to tick a little bit funny.
And tea absorbs iron. So if you're already anemic
Which
and
a
you're
lot of
drinking
us-
all that tea,
Yes.
yeah.
We give
And
you
most
some tea
people of
today.
color are deficient in vitamin D.
Yes.
So
iron.
if your iron is already low,
Come on
you
now.
probably have low vitamin D as well.
Like
because the
critically
melanin
low.
in our skin blocks the
Because
vitamin
we
D
don't
from
go
the sun.
outside.
Yeah, we don't.
So you probably need to be talking to your doctor about a vitamin D supplement to help with your anemia and not just your iron. But like I said, there may be another show.
That's another show. Let us know,
That's
people.
been trending fast in healthcare. We're gonna go ahead and jump into our next segment.
Back to the what? Back to the basics. Oh, I don't know if they ready.
Oh, do we have sponsors for that segment?
We do.
All right, sponsor.
We got double
Ashley.
trouble out the 817, y'all. What's the song, Ashley? Hey, y'all. 817 Manicure Studio, 212 Mesquite Street over in Arlington, y'all.
Support your local businesses.
Yes, black owned, fume free nail salon, jet free pedicures. She specializes in Apres gel, poly gel, gel manicures, hard gel, and dip.
Baby.
Give her a call. It's appointment only, but she is definitely the bomb.
And check her out on Instagram because she has some beautiful
Yes, at
examples of her work.
817 Manicure Studio, y'all. Go see Ashley. Call for an appointment, okay?
Then
Thank
we got
you, Ashley.
817 Barbershop.
Arlington
be in the house.
is showing out.
They be in the house. Hey, Breon. Y'all go over there and see my handsome nephew at 2220 South Boyne Road in Arlington. You can call 817-303-4912. Somebody told me this is one of the hottest barbershops in Arlington. A little bird told me that. So go see for yourself. All right. Thank y'all so much.
Shout out to Arlington.
He recovered now. I think it's been a week.
All right, y'all. So back to the basics.
It's Well, I mean,
It says
Back to the basics.
back to the basics.
please, no trending.
That's what it says.
Are we talking
Treat,
to
please,
our
no
nurses?
trending.
Are we talking to our nurses?
I'm talking to some
think
people I know.
I think we talking to some
I'm
of our
talking to
nurses
some people
with
I know.
this
I
one.
love y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them phones down. Professionalism is everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only that, even in the stores, like you can't even get help. Most people on their cell phones.
Yeah.
No, honey, you can't get anything without a phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Somewhere close to them.
Right.
You're right. Back to the basics, like build a rapport, meaning a relationship with your patient.
Yeah.
Listen to them. You're their advocate. You're there to help save their life. You're
Right.
there to help get them through the tough time that they're going through.
You're there to recognize vital signs that could be deteriorating, or the patient is deteriorating, but you're too busy on what?
Good.
Don't show that.
Oh,
lady.
Fashion Nova, because I got to get that
Oh!
outfit for the weekend.
Ma'am, you said how many times did you go to the restroom?
Girl, just put something on the sheet, because it don't matter.
No,
You didn't
this
even
is,
realize-
this is inappropriate.
You
When
didn't
you're
even
doing
realize
patient care,
that you didn't put the code status in the.
I mean, there could be so many things. Let's reconnect with people. I mean,
Let's
you go
start
out
there.
to eat, and people just sitting there on their cell phone.
They don't even
I
talk
wanna
to
go
each
out to eat
other.
with you if you're gonna be talking to your
I
cell
run
phone.
my mouth.
I'll just call you when I get home.
Right.
I'm eating. Why we eating and talking?
I mean, the cell phones are like a double-edged sword.
They are.
You know, they're there and they're good. They're great for some things, but there are times when they need to go away. And when you're doing patient care, whether you're in the clinic, bedside,
That's right.
whether it doesn't matter where you are, home health.
Yes,
If,
it doesn't-
especially,
yes.
please put y'all. Do
Yes.
not sit up in somebody's house
Ooh.
during a home health
Talk
visit,
to your kids.
talking to your children, calling your husband or your
Yes.
wife back. Y'all, that is
Planning
so,
your vacation.
Yes,
So-
that's unprofessional.
I
and,
wouldn't have you in my house because it looks
Yes.
like you don't care
and
about
some of these
whatever
people are
relative.
vulnerable. This is a vulnerable set of population. People are sick. So a lot of times they're not in the best of a position to advocate for themselves. So if you are a family member and your family member's in the hospital, maybe they're getting home health, they're getting some type of health care, y'all go to these appointments with them.
Yes,
See what's
please.
being said,
Baby.
what's going on, how they're being treated. I just had my own experience with the nurse coming in
Yes,
on
this
her
is true.
phone.
Yes,
Earbuds, AirPods,
talking and
Bluetooth.
asking, is everything okay? But head down the whole time.
Yes.
I was like, no, everything is not okay. She said, okay, I'll be back in 2 hours.
She didn't
Oh,
catch
you was
it.
on autopilot.
I said,
Yeah.
no. She said, I'll be back in 2 hours. I said,
Oh, so
I'm glad I'm a nurse. I'm just going to take care of myself.
Yes.
But everybody doesn't have that luxury.
we should
Some
not
people-
have to do that.
Some people
Y'all-
are not in the state to actually
Yes.
recognize what's going on and actually advocate for themselves.
Well, when it affects my people, I'm
Yes.
done. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call y'all or another nurse because I be in a whole different mode.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like so much going through stuff with my family members. Like, I be like, I gotta check myself. Even when I was in the hospital, I was like, Pam, am I crazy?
No,
I
you're
know
not
I'm on
crazy.
medication and I just had
No.
surgery.
No, that's
but I'm
what she
ignoring
said.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally
So
ignoring.
please take out the AirPods. Please get off your iPhone. Please
Mm-hmm.
leave it at the desk. Leave it in your locker. I understand there are emergencies. Leave it at your desk. Most of us have a desk if we are in acute care.
You got somewhere to leave it.
You got somewhere to
You
leave.
left your
Just,
lunch.
it's
It
just
shouldn't-
while you're in the patient room or
Yeah,
while
put
you're
it in your
interacting.
pocket.
If you're in the clinic, y'all, I know they have a place. I
Now
worked
go
in the
tell
clinic.
me.
You can put your phone in your desk. I have worked
Come
with
on with the
people
story.
who have gone in with the patient,
Yes.
answered the phone
I've seen it too.
with the patient in the room. Nurses, y'all know better than
First
that.
thing you be reported to the board.
Exactly. You're asking questions.
Health protected information, HIPAA.
Yes.
Yes.
You're violating their privacy. You're violating the law.
Yes.
And you're
law.
violating the Nurse Practice Act. You took an oath. Y'all, we
Let's start.
treat
at
no
the
trending.
Basic level.
You don't have to take a selfie in your stethoscope to let people know that you're a nurse.
Just say you're a nurse. You
Chill.
don't have to.
First of all, I don't even claim that. This show been a whole breakout for me because
Right, 'cause you know-
I'm a waitress.
I
Right,
work-
but
I
you
work
could be somewhere.
in a super center
What's
somewhere.
it called? The Good Samaritan
Good
Law?
Samaritan Law.
Hey, we're not
Quit
protected
putting it on
in
your
that.
cars.
You better stop putting your stethoscope up in your
Yes. Rearview mirror.
rearview mirror.
'Cause you supposed to stop.
Putting nurse
Yes.
this. Because if you pass by an accident or any state of emergency, you're in violation of the
Yes.
when you
And if
are
they find out,
healthcare,
you will be tried.
Yes. So if I were you, stop letting
First thing
everybody
they said in
know.
nursing school, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
CYA.
get plates. Yes,
Cover
protect
your
yourself
Botox.
and your license.
Yeah, if you're a nurse, then you already knew what that was about anyway.
And stop adding everybody to social media.
Especially your coworkers.
Stop
Do
tagging
you know
your
there's a
job.
rule about how long you're supposed to be before you friend a patient on the Texas Board of Nursing
Yes, there
website?
is.
Yeah.
So all them people that be requesting you, just act like you never saw.
I mean,
That's
there's
what
it's a
And
ridiculous
stop providing
amount.
them with your handle, with your at,
Everything.
with any of your social
You don't
media.
need to be
Just
friends
tell
with
them
everybody.
I'm not on social media.
In the
Yes.
pandemic, have y'all not seen all these people who were on their own private social media pages that is getting their jobs taken, their
And their
license
license
taken?
taken.
Yes.
Yes.
So Marcus is trying to tell
We
us
in
to shut
trouble.
up.
That's the
Sorry.
end. That's the end of the segment.
That's the end of that
So
segment.
we gonna have to go to this commercial because we
gotta
gotta.
pay some bills. You are now tuned in with PBG of Nurse Notes.
Hi, I'm Pam.
I'm Veronica.
And I'm Gabby. And we are here to get you notarized.
Catch our all new podcast.
Every Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m.
On YouTube, Official Nurse Notes, and Villa Cooler Radio.
You can also watch us on our website at www.officialnursenotes.com.
Please go like, follow, and share on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
See you there, Noties!
All right, Noties, we are back
Hey, y'all.
Noties.
with our last topic of the evening, which is no soliciting. Man, so we got to go ahead and tell them
But I
what
like
that
people
means.
that sell Girl Scout cookies.
Girl,
I'm just saying.
What does no?
I'm never getting you coffee
They be coming
again
over there
before
with
the
cookies.
show.
Ain't that soliciting?
I'm never giving you coffee again. And ain't nothing
do I
wrong
got
with
the
somebody
word
having a
mixed up?
personal business.
Gabby,
Little
okay.
small business.
What
at
does
work.
no soliciting mean for today's show? Please.
Today's.
Oh, but for today's show, y'all got them cookies coming. But professionalism, nurses on the phone doing shift.
Right. And we were just talking about that, so we thought we just it's
Just
a lot,
keep it
there's so
going.
much to say.
And tell them about that. The medical professionals giving advice on Facebook. Stop that.
Oh, yes.
That's a liability.
You see this hand?
Because we
We
had
don't do
a
that.
question in our comments
You won't know. You won't know.
about how you can gain weight.
This is my professional answer. Okay.
Talk it out.
So, if you want to gain weight, I suggest you see a dietitian and your medical provider. So maybe they could calculate some things for you and get you on the best plan.
It could be like there could be reasons why you lose
why
weight.
you're not
Different types
gaining
of-
weight. I would start there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
would seek your
Health issues.
medical
And it could
provider.
also be genetics.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
telling you
just your
something.
metabolism is
You
high.
can't change genetics. If it's meant for you to be thinner, smaller,
be thin.
then that's what it is. And you really don't want to go messing around with that. It could be dangerous. So, our disclaimer: we are not doctors. We do
don't
not
pretend to be one on TV.
diagnose, treat, or prescribe medications. So we're always going to tell you. Most of all, you need to see a medical professional. And as she said, a dietitian. Sometimes you need a referral. Check with your doctor. If you don't have a doctor, that takes us back to all the other shows when we told you you need to find you a primary care doctor that can take care of your overall health and refer you out to other providers when it's necessary.
And y'all, they have some wonderful cash prices. If you don't have insurance, call them, talk to them. I mean, we calling other places to see if the club got VIP.
Oh.
So call and talk to somebody who can get you in the direction that you want
I
to
felt
go.
attacked. I'm kidding.
Shade.
We're in the shade room sipping tea today, okay?
Oh my God! Do we have any more?
Do we have any more comments? I mean,
Questions?
we
Leave them down.
We
We'll
really
get to
want
them
to
before
help
we
you
end.
to get you to the right places, and that's just the thing. Like, I'm gonna tell you this. A little more shade. A lot of doctors really don't know about diets and eating right,
It's a little
but they
dark
know a
here.
dietitian that can help you. I mean, that's what they went to school for. It's like
Yeah.
this. I'm not gonna go to Walmart where there is salons in there to get my hair done. I'm gonna go to a beautician that
Yeah.
specializes in it. I mean, I forgot there was salons
You
in there. but I'm
cutting
just
up
saying.
today?
I'm just saying, saying you
No,
want to go.
I'm not
somebody that
going to Dollar
specializes in
Tree
it.
asking for somebody to tighten up my locks.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
I want a specialist.
Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, a lot of times these dietitians, registered dietitians.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
You wanna get with a registered
And
dietitian.
if you are one, please contact
yeah,
us.
hit
so
us
we can
up.
help
We
you on the
want
show.
somebody to
We want
come on the
somebody to come on
show.
the show.
But y'all, they really have their stuff together.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
They know
Your
they
doctor's
stuff.
visit is all about codes and money.
Yes.
So when your doctor is billing 99214, 99216,
Come on, Cody.
all
Come
that
on, I remember
equates
them.
to is a number of minutes that the doctor is going to spend in the room talking to you.
Yes.
So if your doctor is only billing to talk to you for 30 minutes, he's going to talk to you for 10. Why? Because he needs to see all these other patients that have been scheduled back to back to back.
Yes.
He doesn't have 30 minutes for you. You're going to get 10, but your insurance is going to get billed 30. So guess what you're going to do? Sir, I have more questions.
Yes.
Sir,
I'm gonna see my nurse in here.
you get your 30 minutes with your doctor because you're paying for it.
Yes.
You know, just start looking some things up, research some things so you will know because you deserve the time.
And quit
deserve
letting
it.
them push you around. You're paying for insurance. And if
Baby,
you don't
I
have insurance, you're
deserve
definitely paying for the visit and the treatment.
And if
So
you look
go
on
ahead
your
and
check
get
about how much they
time.
taking out, oh, you
Right,
can't
because you
talk
only
to
paying,
me.
what, 25%?
So that no soliciting, it goes for these healthcare workers too.
Not the Girl
Stop
Scout.
trying to sell these patients a wolf ticket.
Yeah. Ooh.
You give
That's too
them
old
the
school.
time that they deserve because that's what they're paying for. And if you don't want to spend 30 minutes in the room, probably shouldn't have went to medical school. I said it, and I don't care.
Somebody read
And
the
everything
red. Lord have
has
mercy.
a boss. I'm gonna
No.
tell you
Oh, the
this. I
shame.
mean, you know,
Got the
I don't
wolf
want
ticket.
nobody coming for me, but we are all public knowledge. Your doctor, you
Yes.
can look them up on the board. You can see what's against them, what judgments, what didn't happen. Your nurses. I mean, educate yourself. It's we're in an era of power where you can have knowledge about the things that is going on and about the people that's in your life. Make sure it's the right people. Read reviews. You read them for Airbnb, hotels, and food. Read them for
Read them
your
about
health.
these doctors. Most of the insurances, if you go online, they have reviews
do.
for the doctors. People actually complete those. And Press and Ganey, they send out
Yes.
surveys after your hospital visits.
Answer. Fill 'em out.
Believe me, the hospital
Yeah.
reads those, baby, because
do.
That's how they get reimbursed.
That's how they
We
get
read them
reimbursed.
in acute
Fill
care.
them out.
Yeah.
That's the dollar controls everything. Your dollar matters. So if you're up in the hospital and somebody's giving you subpar treatment, you need to let
You need
somebody
to tell-
know.
And there are advocates
No
in the hospital as
soliciting.
well.
Yeah, most hospitals have an advocate to help you with any problems.
All
You
you
don't
have to
have
do
to
is
be afraid
ask.
that your nurse or I've heard so many patients say they're afraid of retaliation. Don't be, because
Right.
if she do anything or he
Right.
do anything,
Yeah.
they're not gonna have
You
a
bad
license.
on the
You
street,
taking
be
it-
bad in the hospital.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in closing,
Use your mouth.
what would y'all like to add?
I mean, trending versus treating was awesome, ladies. I mean,
It really was.
I mean,
So
it
I
may
know
be
y'all learned something from
trending,
that.
but that doesn't mean that you're treating what's going on or what's happening with your body. And weight loss, I'm sorry, but that is something that needs to be treated.
It needs to be
not
treated.
If
trended.
you
not
are a
trendy.
dietitian, reach out to us, because I think we need you on the show.
We
would love to have
do. We
you.
do. We need to talk about
Don't
how to
forget
eat,
to
how
like,
to cook.
follow, share, share,
Share.
and subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay, so that way you don't have to wait on the live on Facebook. You can catch it on YouTube. You can get notified every week for the reminders. We don't mind giving them to you, but you can get them yourself.
And then talk back to us, because we would love to see any, questions, concerns, ideas in the comment
All
section.
constructive criticism
Yes.
is welcome.
Yes, and hey, drink your water. Don't be passing out trying to be.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot.
It's
Summertime
critical
fine, you
right
not
now.
You're malnourished.
Yeah. Get that water in, guys. We love y'all.
We love y'all. See you later, noties.
Nurse House is the brand new vibe.